when Asuu says we are on strike, nobody goes to school. They not born your papa where to go to school. Everybody pack your load and go to your house. That's like, it's like I don't know mass again. Like we're on strike, but even me, I don't understand. Hi guys, I'm the Gift Effect and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. So in today's video, I want to talk about a very important topic in Nigeria right now: Asuu strike. I'm also going to be doing my makeup while talking, so let's go. I'm going to start with this moisturizer. So for those of you who do not know what Asuu is, I am going to help you out. Asuu is Academic Staff Union of Universities, basically for universities in Nigeria. Universities owned by the federal government, universities owned by the state government are under Asuu. Some state universities are not under Asuu, but that is not the point. Stay focused. Asuu encompasses all staff, teaching staff of universities, like lecturers, professors, doctors, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and it was founded in 1978. I think their headquarters is in Ibadan. See, I am a student, yeah, but I don't know all of these things. If I am wrong, please feel free to correct me down in the comments. I know I might not be right because I got most of my information from blogs and tweets, so pardon me if some of the information is not correct. My primer is going to be this TM Essentials. So their current president is Professor Emmanuel, and the purpose of Asuu is to cater for the needs of, you know, like all the teaching staff of universities. Just like we have NUT, Nigerian Union of Teachers, that caters to the that caters for secondary school teachers, primary school teachers. Yeah, so that's basically it. And currently we are on strike. It means that, but I'm just saying this in case you're not in Nigerian. For us, it is kind of like it's the norm. But it means that when Asuu says we are on strike, nobody goes to school. They not born your papa where to go to school. Everybody pack your load and go to your house. No school. And from my research, they've gone on strike about like 15 or 16 times since 1995. So this current strike started February 14, 2022, and right now that I'm making this video, today is September 2, so which means we've been on strike for over 6 months. Nobody has gone to school. Yes, we are all at home doing anything apart from schoolwork. We're using this ZKL foundation in Sexy Almond. But before I go to why we're on strike, I say we because I'm a student. I'm a current student. I attend Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. I'm in my final year, 400 level first semester just ended. I just finished my exams. We're supposed to resume for second semester, and I'll say bye-bye to university life, and then they decide to call on the strike. This strike does not affect polytechnics, monotechnics, or private universities. Why did Asuu decide to go on strike? According to what I saw online, some of their grievances were they've been collecting the same salary since 2009. They want to implement UTAs instead of IPPS. UTA means University Transparency and Accountability System. IPPIS is Integrated Personnel Payroll and Information System or something. we're on strike, but even me, I don't understand why we're on strike. I don't know what's going on. Another thing is release of the report of visitation panels to federal universities, funding for revitalization of public universities, earned academic allowances, poor funding of state universities and promotion areas. So some of these things that I listed is the reason why we are currently on strike. And the current president of Asuu is trying to bargain with the federal university to make sure that they accept all of their demands. Now, from what I have heard, before someone dragged me in the comments, apparently they said they have been collecting the same salary since 2009. We are in 2022 as of right now. 2009. That's like, it's like I don't know mass again, but it's like a long time ago. And there has been economic crisis, there has been depreciation and devaluing of the currency, there has been inflation. So basically, the way 1,000 naira was 2009 is not the same way it is right now. So if they are collecting the same salary since that time, man, that's a huge problem, because I wonder how my lecturers have been surviving. I'm going to be using Nubian Beauty in my skin concealer in shades 042 and 043. So for the past 6 months that we've been at home, the federal government and Asuu have been having a series of meetings back and forth saying, okay, well, let's negotiate. That Nigeria is broke. That's what they said. It's not me. That Nigeria is broke and they should just like come to a consensus so that people can go back to school, you get. But Asuu is like adamant and they want what they want. They say, Emi lo kan. And the federal government said that they are not willing to borrow 1.2 trillion to meet Asuu's demands, because apparently the educational system is competing with other sectors for their fair share amount of the national budget, and it just seems like education is not a priority to the federal government right now, because I don't know why both of them have not been able to reach a consensus. Is it the federal government that is stubborn, or is it Asuu, or is it the two both of them? Semester is supposed to be around 3 to 4 months, but we've wasted 6 months already, which cancels out a whole semester. And I've been hearing some rumors of some universities saying they're going to cancel a whole semester, which is going to affect people that have half semesters like me. And I also heard rumors that the federal government said they're not going to pay Asuu for their time at home. That is, those 6 months will be wasted. They're not going to pay them for that. No work, no pay. So both of them are definitely at loggerheads right now, and we are the ones that are suffering for it. Let's talk about how this concerns me and you. Like in every country, the wealth is not properly distributed. We are going to have the upper class, we're going to have the middle class, we're going to have the lower class. Now, federal and state universities are still the most affordable for the masses. Federal universities, I'm just making an estimate, please correct me if I'm wrong. Federal universities school fees range from about 50 to 70,000 naira for a whole session. I think for state universities it should be around 100 to 150,000 for a session. Private universities, hundreds of thousands. So for most lower class, middle class families, they can only afford to send their children to polytechnics, to monotechnics, to federal and state universities. Now, the upper class people can afford to send their children to private universities and pay hundreds, even millions of naira for a session, or send their children abroad. Now, most of these upper class families are the ones in power. They're the ones that Asuu is negotiating with. So basically, the way me I'm sitting at home now, Probably one of those ministers, his own child is in Manchester or is in Chester University. They're somewhere. They even be in Argentina studying. So he's not even seen his child for the past 6 months, eating, doing TikTok, and just being useless at home. So they are basically not concerned. I feel like if their own children were also like part of the people that were sitting at home like this, they might have found a faster solution to it. But they just feel like it's none of their business. Why are we like this in this country? Why? I'm going to be using TM Essentials Watch Me Blush. They are cream blushes and they are my favorite at the moment. The university itself is source of employment for a lot of people. I wake up in the morning, yeah? I get dressed. I am going to school. There is a taxi driver that is going to take me from my place inside school, drop me at the college. That is his own source of income. While Asuu is on strike, he cannot do that because there are no students going inside the school. So he has to find something else to do or find another route, another road to go and transport people. Can you see where I'm going with this? I get to class. I'm given an assignment that I have to type and print out. There are people that have stores in school where I can basically do that. But school is not in session. School has not been in session for 6 months, which means these people cannot open up their stores which are inside school. They have to look for another source of income. I wonder how those people are getting by. 3. I get out of class. I am hungry. I go into one of the canteens inside school. School is closed down. These people cannot open up. What are they going to do? Now that is loss of employment for people. That's loss of source of income for people that are struggling to get by, even with the way the economy is right now. Now let's come down to our lecturers, which are part of this Asuu. They have not been teaching for 6 months. I don't know if the federal government has been paying them for those 6 months that they've been at home. There are even sometimes that they went on strike because they were not paid their salary. Imagine working for a whole month and you have children to feed. Okay, now let's imagine a family that the father and the mother, they are lecturers and they have children. How are they going to survive? It's just saddening, to be honest. I'm going to be using this airspun powder. I really like it because it does not dry out my skin and it's perfect as a loose powder and as a setting powder. Now there are some of my mates that their parents are well to do and they can afford to send their children abroad. Instead of these 6 months where me I'm busy staying at home doing YouTube, doing Instagram and TikTok, some of my mates have decided to forget this country and just travel abroad. But what about the others that cannot travel abroad? We're going to have to wait until this whole thing is resolved. Hi guys, this is Editing Gift here, and this video turned out to be longer than I expected, so I split it into 2 parts, of which part 2 will be posted on a few days, maybe Sunday, but a few days from now. So turn on your notifications so you get to know when part 2 is out. If you made it this far, please give me a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you know you should subscribe already because, I mean, you're here. So why not? Anyways, thank you guys for watching and I will see you in part 2.